Welcome to Mental Horizon, where we explore the obscure and bring it to light. I talk about self-discovery, mastery, expression, and anything else that helps to discover clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. I'm Montell, the host and your guide to define new standards of being and go beyond the mental horizon. Let's go. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about awareness of energy and resonance. I'll begin by breaking down the topic and then addressing some of the common associated challenges. And lastly, I'll offer some practical advice and insight for you to apply in your life. I never used to be open to interpreting energy the way I do now, but it's proven to be the most direct way to perceive life with clarity. With so much energy being broadcast by people, it's essential to be able to sense your way through life. Things are not always what they seem on the surface. And this is why we should develop our awareness of energy and vibration in our daily lives. The benefits offer so much to our overall well-being and self-discovery. Firstly, this mind-body connection. Developing the awareness of energy and vibrations helps us to recognize the intricate connection between our physical body, emotional body, and our thought patterns. This will lead to a more holistic understanding of our well-being and facilitate our self-discovery journey. Of course, it can help to reduce our stress, because when you're able to recognize the stressors at the root cause of the energetic cause, you're able to implement practices or a strategy that will allow you to, unpack that cause and lead to a better effect. It can also enhance the quality of relationships, because you can then respond to the energetic dynamic in a healthier way. Rather than just reacting to the energy that is most familiar or most common to experience, you can perceive it in a new light and actually offer a new energy to bring balance to that dynamic. Awareness of energy and vibration also encourages self-reflection, because it gets to a stage where you need to be familiar with your own energy and understand how your energy would interact with another person. It's essential to self-reflect so you can get a feel for yourself relative to other people or environments that you may experience. It will help you gain insight towards the patterns, beliefs, and behaviors that may hinder the self-discovery journey. And of course, once you unpack those patterns, it will actually enable much easier transformation and growth. It will help you align with authenticity. When you're able to discern what resonates with your true self, aligning your actions and choices with your authentic desires and purpose will be a lot easier and will naturally lead to a more fulfilling life. Now we have that covered, let's explore what ways understanding and working with energy and vibration enhance our self-discovery journey. So once you are able to feel and resonate with your own energy, there might be heightened sensitivity. And that's a good thing, because there are subtle energies being emitted around us all the time. And if you're able to enhance your sensitivity to interpret and perceive them, well, then you're able to have a bit of an edge, because you'll be able to pick up on information that other people may not recognize, but you can, and you can, be of service, be of use, because of your ability to see where no one else might. Of course, it helps with emotional awareness. Speaking for myself, I'm a emotionally intense person, but I didn't really understand what my emotions were communicating. And of course, thoughts are quite loud, verbal, linear, logical, whereas emotions are resonant. And understanding my emotions has been key for regulating myself, but I've had to learn to communicate with my emotions, or at least interpret the energy that my emotions are emitting. So again, working with energy has helped me find balance within myself. Of course, it helps with intuition and inner guidance. When there's less distortions and your receiver is clear, you're able to have a strong signal. Your inner guidance becomes, unshakable. The path becomes so direct and clear, because you trust yourself, and the guidance that comes from within is, you're able to trust it. There's nothing more relieving than being able to trust your own intuition and inner guidance, and therefore your own decisions. Despite the outcomes, trusting yourself is so important. Energetic healing, it goes without saying. Of course, I never used to believe in this stuff, but I was so blocked up I needed something, and practicing energy healing actually allowed me to understand and address all of the energetic blockages in my system. And of course, I still do this and I practice it regularly, but I couldn't imagine not knowing this myself. So having this awareness of being able to take care of myself on an energetic level is, really empowering. And it's also interesting because I'm able to recognize the imbalances in other people because, I've gone through this path, I've gone through this journey, and I see why someone might behave in a certain way because of the blockages in their energy system. And of course, it will allow to connect with higher consciousness. There are beings out there that are not like us and they do not communicate like us. So, and they have valuable information to share and they're willing to give it away. But we have to, take a step forward as well at the same time. We have to ascend and they will descend and we'll meet in the middle and we communicate with our energy and vibration. Yes, I am a human, a physical being, but I'm also a spiritual being. How do spiritual beings communicate with energy? So I like to communicate with my spiritual friends and family, and they allow me to connect to my own higher consciousness. And again, why am I here on this earth? What am I doing other than ascending in my consciousness, right? And enjoying life. Let's not forget that. And now, let's also consider what role our thoughts and emotions play in influencing the energy and vibrations we emit, and how can we learn to align them with our desired experiences. So, our thoughts and emotions carry energetic vibrations. Positive thoughts and emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude, they emit high frequencies, whereas negative thoughts, emotions like fear, anger, and stress, they'll emit low frequency energies. The way I see it is your thoughts are like electricity and your emotions are like magnetism. Think positive thoughts, vibe positive feelings, and you will be in an electromagnetic state which will allow you to attract everything that you want in life. Everything that is right for you, everything that you are choosing to vibe. That is how you make an order with the universe, is by vibing the energy. The energy that we emit will attract similar frequencies and experiences into your life. And by aligning your thoughts and emotions with your desired experiences, you can harness the law of attraction to attract and manifest fulfilling experiences. I say it like that because what you think you want, but what's actually good for you, could be very different things. How that manifests is not for you to particularly organize, it's for you to put in the order, and that's it. For years, I used to think positive thoughts, but my energy, I was still vibing at a low vibration. I was vibing fear, anxiety, worry, anger, depression, the list goes on. And I was doing it intensely. So it doesn't matter what things I was thinking electrically, magnetically, I'm attracting, my old previous beliefs and conditions. So that created a lot of conflict, and it's best to just address it directly. Go into the energy, go and unpack the emotion. Naturally, you'll want to think more positive thoughts because of the vibe that you're putting out there. Now, let's turn our attention to some common obstacles that people face when trying to tap into the energetic aspects of life and how they can be overcome. The first one I want to mention is limited belief systems. Many individuals have limited beliefs that either dismiss or underestimate the significance of the energetic aspects of life. Even myself, before I woke up or had a spiritual awakening experience, I did not believe. I would have laughed or dismissed it completely. It wasn't significant until I had suffered enough emotionally and, it became very unpleasant. But even saying that, I don't think I would have willingly dived into the energetic world with the type of person that I was. That's when I had, an experience, a profound spiritual experience that shattered the beliefs that would negate and dismiss the energetic reality that we live in. Another challenge is the distractions and busyness of life. The modern lifestyle often comes with distractions and busyness and stimulation, and that makes it increasingly more difficult to prioritize time for exploring the energetic aspects of life. It's important to, create a dedicated time and space for meditation, reflection, and self-care, so you can actually allow that deeper connection with your own energy and the energy of the world around you, whether that's in your immediate home or household and the environments that you regularly visit. Now, let's discuss how we can navigate skepticism from ourselves and others when discussing or exploring the concept of energy and vibration. So, personal experience and validation is the most direct way to actually prove it to yourself. In meditation, I've had so many profound experiences that, I could go into another time if you're interested. But it's just like, yeah, it's hard to deny something when the truth of it is so clear and being presented to you that it's easier to just align with it, right? And when I've done energy healing, the things that I've experienced, or when I would, have these subtle sensations, and not just that, other people would have it. And then when we would engage with open dialogues and actually discuss what we experienced, they might say, oh, I felt that too. Or, oh, you felt that. I was intending something like that. And also it's important to talk as well with people and, understand why people live the way they live. Like myself, I never would have been talking about something like this 5 years ago, but now it's the way I live. So talk to people, ask them what they believe about energy, and be open-minded, and consider why they do it, what led them to that place, and the effect that it has on their life. Leading by example is important as well. I think it's important for me to demonstrate the positive impacts of working with energy, because it can be manipulated and abused in an infinite amount of ways. But using it positively in your own life can be influential. And then when you embody the benefits of this understanding, others are more likely to be more receptive and willing to actually explore the energetic aspects of lives themselves. And while we're on the subject of challenges, let's also consider any potential pitfalls or misconceptions to be mindful of when engaging with energy and vibration practices, and how we can avoid them. The main one, I think, is superficial understanding. People in this world, they, talk about these things. They talk about energies, they're this and they're that. But my question is, do they live what they say? Is it a talking point? Is it a conversation maker? Or do they live the truth of it? Are they committed to living a spiritual life? Or is it an attractive thing to talk about because it's more trending nowadays, right? It's a personal experience. It's a personal journey, but yet we get to connect with others on the way. And I think it's important to delve deeper and study from reputable sources and actually get guidance from people that live the truth of it and not talk about it. And then you can avoid the misconceptions and actually get a more comprehensive understanding, rather than swimming on the surface when the depth of knowledge and wisdom that energy can bring is, limitless. It's as deep as the individual is willing to go, I would say. Another pitfall is relying solely on external sources or practitioners for energetic healing or guidance. Seeking guidance and support is valuable, but you have to cultivate the self-awareness and empower yourself to develop a personal connection with energy. And then you can avoid the dependency on others for validation and also for their solutions, because you'll become your own solution, you become your own provider, your own leader. On the path of energetic mastery, you are your own master. So it's important to have guides and people that you can trust and communicate with. I used to follow many gurus, and I still do. However, it got to a stage where I needed to make all of that information that I've, accumulated my own. My expression is energy in motion. So it's important to accumulate information and then express it and keep cycling that energy as well. There's no need to just depend on anyone, because, once you get to a certain stage, you are your own best guide. But it doesn't mean that you know everything, or you're above anyone else, or you're better than anyone else. Never. That's not going to be a thing. That is a huge pitfall that I've definitely experienced. Moving on. Also, let's say you begin to open up to energy. and you have a clinical condition, whether that's a mental health condition or emotional health condition, could be anything. I don't think it should replace your treatment. Speaking for myself, I actually had a complementary, balanced approach, an integrative approach to my recovery. I had clinical support on one side, but I also practiced Reiki energy healing. So for me, I needed both because of the severity of my experiences. But yeah, energy work can complement your professional support rather than replace it. But it's always down to the individual. Let's shift gears a bit and let's talk about the ways in which societal beliefs and norms impact our ability to recognize and harness the power of energy and vibration. Societal beliefs that prioritize materialism and the physical realm may limit recognition and exploration of the power of energy and vibration. Everyone sees on the surface all of the wonderful experiences that people are having, but remember, that's only a reflection of the energy that they're emitting. So it's not a problem to desire those experiences, but if I'm honest, really and truly, speaking for myself and my own experience, it's not the actual objects that you desire, it's the experience of having them. It's the energy of knowing that, you are that person. I know myself in this way, not I have this thing. They're again very distinct and different. And I say that because I've had things that I wanted, but it wasn't fulfilling. So now I just say I follow my highest vibrational fulfillment, which means whatever I get is always going to make me fulfilled, right? Also, social skepticism and stigmatization surrounding energy and vibration practices can discourage individuals from exploring or discussing these concepts openly. I will, try and challenge people in a healthy way. I will create a safe space for someone to actually discuss with me why I believe what I believe and share my knowledge and personal experiences. And that will actually help, challenge the misconceptions and reduce the stigma. And of course, there's cultural conditioning as well. There are some norms and traditions that will shape your beliefs. Some cultures may have rich traditions and practices in this realm, while others may be more skeptical and unfamiliar. But again, it's important to be aware of how, your background can actually affect your ability to interpret energy and the willingness to actually talk about it. When I first began to connect with energy in a more intimate and personal way, some of my family members were concerned for me. But again, I didn't go around it, I didn't go over it, I didn't go under it. I went through the challenge and I've come out the other side, and now they love it. So, just do what you need to do and get it done. Now we've covered that, let's explore how we can effectively manage and balance our own energy in a fast-paced and demanding world. The number one, self-care practices. Engaging in regular self-care practices such as meditation, exercise, plenty of sleep, and healthy nutrition will help to manage and balance your energy levels. Setting boundaries is important as well, because your boundaries is what actually protects your energy. And the way someone's trying to take your energy is you might feel emotional, you might feel a symptom of that particular layer of your boundary being crossed. For example, if someone is disrespecting me, I might feel angry because of their crossing my boundary of self-respect. I would gently and politely address what they're saying or what they're doing to challenge that boundary to preserve it. I don't have to go crazy. I just need to be aware of the symptom, which could be anger, anxiety, and address that. Learning to sense and interpret energy and vibration can help us make better decisions in our personal lives too. This is because sensing and interpreting energy allows us to access subtle information and insights that may not be immediately apparent through logical analysis alone or just by looking through the physical experience. The expanded awareness actually provides a deeper understanding of situations, people, and circumstances, and this will enable us to make more informed and intuitive decisions. By tuning into the energetic aspects, we can evaluate choices based on their alignment with our values, purpose, and overall well-being. And then we can use our newfound awareness of energy and vibration to make more aligned choices in various areas of our lives, such as relationships, career, and personal well-being. Heightened awareness of energy and vibrations sharpens our energetic sensitivity, and it's like having a sixth sense, and that sixth sense will actually allow you to see things in a way that allows you to generate a comprehensive image of what you're facing. With your newfound awareness, you can discern energetic resonance between yourself, others, environments, opportunities, connections, and situations. And of course, it helps you to trust that inner guidance. The understanding of energy and vibrations will make your inner guidance so clear, situations will have little effect on you. When you incorporate energy into your decision-making process, you can tap into the wisdom of energy and make choices that align with your highest self and your overall well-being and spiritual growth. The advice that I would give to anyone who is just learning to sense energy is to take time to study and apply the law. It's of a higher order than the physical laws of this universe. Cultivate an energy practice where you can sense and feel your own, and do it consistently every single day. Just check in, take an energy forecast of yourself and the world, and then you'll actually be able to better prepare for the day that you're going to have. And remember that energy cannot be controlled, it can only be guided. So learn to channel energy efficiently in everything that you do. In moments of doubt or skepticism, you can always trust the energetic aspects of life, and you can use it as a valuable tool and an edge for assessing situations and moving forward in life. So, I hope you enjoyed this topic of discussion, and I hope it's inspired you to connect with your own energy. Let me know your thoughts and experience on the subject. If you enjoyed this, share it with someone who might enjoy it too. And I invite you to leave feedback in the form of a like or a comment. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow my socials to stay connected, and sign up to the Horizon newsletter to receive exclusive information and content. Thank you for listening and going beyond the mental horizon with me. I leave you with peace of mind and an open heart.